What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd do something a little bit different today, something that I have not done in a really long time, and that is an updated get to know me. If you have not seen my very first YouTube video or my very first get to know me, I will put a link down in the description box, so please make sure you go check that out. And if you want to know a little bit more about moi, please stick around. And if y'all see me looking down, I wrote down everything in my handy dandy beat up composition book. And as y'all can see, I had this for a really long time because as you can see the wear and tear on this is real old. Like, look, that shows y'all how long I had this composition book. I mean, look, these are all the pages that have been written in, and these are the only pages left. Told y'all, I love to write. I love to write. And I will put the questions on the screen just in case if y'all did not see or hear the question that I asked. I will put the question on the screen as well. So let's get started with the very first question. If I had the power to change one thing about myself, what would it be? And my answer was, I wish I could change my age because I really wish that I could just redo my 20s all over again. Like, if I was to go back to any age, it would definitely be 18 because I feel like when I turned 18 or 19 years old, that's when everything in my life started to like crumble. I started to become rebellious. I did not know what I wanted to do with my life. I mean, everything, how I'm thinking now is not how I was thinking when I was 18, 19 years old. Like, it just pales in comparison to how I am now versus then. But yes, if there was one thing I could change about myself, and if I had the power to do it, it would be my age. The next question is, what is my dream job? Dream job. And I said, my dream job is to be an administrative assistant or a legal assistant. So I recently resigned from my job. I was working as a healthcare customer service representative for Conduent. I was working from home. My schedule was Monday through Friday from 1 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Yeah, that was one of the main reasons why I resigned from that job. Because I just, truthfully, I started the job back in September of 2021, and I resigned last month, or well, a month and a half ago, which was May. I resigned in May of this year, 2022. Honestly, I just started to fall out of love with the job. Like, it was fun for the first few months. I got to know a lot of people. It was really great. And, as time went on, you just start to realize that this is not what I want to do for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now. And so, like, I slowly began realizing as the months went on, especially when 2022 came around, it was just more like, it just started to become repetitive. I'm in the house all day. I do go out when I can. I'm talking about when I was with Conduent. I just started to fall out of love with the job as time went on. And I just slowly began realizing, hey, I'm in school going for my associate's degree in business. Why am I continuing to look for these customer service representative jobs when I should be going towards my career that I really want to do, which is to become an administrative assistant or a legal assistant. Just yesterday, I had an interview at the staffing agency, and let me show you how the Lord works in mysterious ways. I was just on YouTube probably about 3 days ago, just looking up day in the life of being an administrative assistant. And I was just like, oh, this is, I was like falling in love with the job all over again. Just reminded me, this this is where I see myself in 10 years, being an administrative assistant or becoming like a secretary or executive assistant, and then grow from there, And then I came across this one video. I can't remember her name, but I'll put her name up on the screen. I came across this one video, and she was showing day in the life of a legal assistant. It was just like, I looked up, what does a legal assistant do, the duties and everything. And it pretty much sounded very similar to being an administrative assistant, except it's just different duties that it entails, but you're still answering the phone, taking messages and different things like that. But when I was comparing administrative assistant and legal assistant, I'm like, I could try both, let's see if things work out being an administrative assistant. And then I might gradually want to move towards being a legal assistant. But when I saw that YouTube video and when I had that interview at the staffing agency, the woman even said, oh, since you're pursuing a career being an administrative assistant, you could also look into careers like becoming a data entry clerk. That's what I'm pretty much taking a class on for my business, my associate's degree. I've taken accounting, data entry clerk. That's another idea. Then she mentioned legal assistant. I was like, I just looked at a YouTube video about being a legal assistant. And then she brought up legal assistant. God works in mysterious ways. Look out for me. So the third question is, am I an introvert or an extrovert? I am most definitely an introvert. I'm a quiet person. I don't really say too much. I'm not the kind of person that'll walk into the room, grab the microphone and say, hey, everybody, what's going on? I'm more like the type that walk into the room, sit in the corner, observe the room, and just mind my business. If you speak to me, I speak to you. But if I know you, I'll speak to you before you speak to me, or vice versa. So yes, I am most definitely an introvert. Are you comfortable in stepping out of your comfort zone? Absolutely. I am definitely comfortable stepping out of my comfort zone, because I feel like if I just sit here, nothing is going to come to me. But if I stick my neck out there and if I put myself out there, then the blessings will start overflowing me. Because if you just sit there and do nothing, you get nothing. But if you put in the work, you will see blessings falling upon you like never before. Like my pastor has always told us before, you do nothing, you get nothing. But if you put the work in, you pray, you manifest it, you speak it into existence, it's going to happen. So I am most definitely I am comfortable stepping out of my comfort zone. Do you believe in deja vu? I most definitely believe in deja vu. I swear, in the 27 years that the Lord has blessed me to be on this earth, I cannot tell you how many times I feel like I have been here before. Like, no joke. Like, I feel like there are times when I'll go places or when I'll say things or I'm wearing something. I'm looking around and I'm like, I feel like I've been here before. And then, of course, my cousins and everybody just looking at me like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, I feel like I've been here before. Like, I feel like I've been here before. Same scenario, same situation. Everything is the same going on. Like, I've been here before. It sounds crazy to some people, but when I say it, some people are like, And then I said it to other people and they're like, I feel the same way. Who knows? I could be a time traveler. We never know. What did I fear the most when I was younger? Definitely the dark. I was so scared of the dark. Every time when I was younger, I would never want to go in the dark. Like mostly when it was just me and my mom at home, we would mostly be in the back in the den watching TV, and the kitchen light will be on, but the dining room light is off. The front room light is off. Our bedroom light is off. And there were times when I had to go to the bathroom and I would literally hold it because I don't want to go up front by myself in the dark. Like I always thought that, scary people was in the dark and they were just going to reach out and grab me if I go any further near the dark. But most definitely when I was younger, I was scared of the dark. And it's crazy because when I was younger, I was scared of the dark, but now I feel comfortable sleeping in the dark. Interesting. How often do you eat out? I want to say I eat out about maybe 2 to 3 times every other week. But for real, DoorDash is my friend. When I don't feel like cooking or if nobody else in the house is cooking, DoorDash, where you at? My favorite places I like to order from DoorDash is McDonald's, Subway, Chick-fil-A is my number one favorite. What's another place I like to get food from? Zaxby's, that's another one. Do I have another? So far, that's all I can think of. It's just those 4. McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's, and Zaxby's. Those are my top 4 because they're quick, they're fast, and I don't have to sit here and wait a million years for it. What did I learn from failure? That's a great question. I learned to think before I act, most definitely. Because again, going back to if I could have the power to change anything about myself, most definitely it would be to think before I act. Think before I act. There have been so many times when I have done things just because how I feel. Never because, let me think about how this going to benefit me 2, 3, 5 years from now. I'm always thinking, I got it. I want it. It's here. It's mine. And that's my problem. Definitely that's something that I would love to just wipe the slate clean, start fresh, and change. But that's definitely something that I have learned from failure, is to think before I act. What advice would you give to a younger you? Oh goodness, these are some real questions. And I'm not gonna lie, some of these questions I asked my cousin to pick for me. Like I picked some and then you pick some. This one I did not pick. So this one came out of nowhere. Let me read it again. What advice would you give to a younger you? One advice that I would give to a younger me would be to learn how to tell some people no. That's one of them. And the other thing that I would tell to a younger me would be learn how to save your money. Learn how to invest your money. Don't just spend your money on stuff that you're not going to care about 4 or 5 months from now. because I have a whole bunch of stuff that I look back on my life that I bought, and I just look back at it like, why did you buy that? What was the purpose of you buying this? What was the purpose? And it was the same thing that I just said. I got it. I want it. It's here. I'm getting it. But that's something I would definitely tell my younger self. Learn how to tell people no and save your money and invest. Period. What foods do I want to try one day? Ooh, yes. Now, I wrote some of these down because some of them I'm having a hard time saying the name. They're, well, I'm gonna just get the easy ones out the way. So one of them was sushi. I've always wanted to try sushi. I've heard some mixed reviews about sushi. I've heard some good things about sushi, and I've heard some bad things about sushi. But I just want to see what it tastes like, see how I like it. Because I know I saw some in Walmart, and I'm not going to lie, y'all. I bought 2 trays of sushi from Walmart. Never ate it. It sat in the fridge. I kept saying, oh, I'm going to eat this later. Later come, I find something else to eat. I'm going to eat this tomorrow. Tomorrow come, I eat something else, forget all about it. I'm going to have this for dinner the next day. Dinner time come, still there. Don't eat it. Next time I go to Walmart, I'm getting sushi and I'm going to try it. So that's definitely something that I really want to try is sushi. The rest of these, y'all know I love Korean dramas when I say some of these or attempt to say some of these. But before I get to that, one of them is called Hot Pot. And if y'all don't know what Hot Pot is, I will put it up on the screen. The next thing, now here are the Korean foods that I would love to try. Kimchi. The next one is bibimbap. Gimbap. Chunchun dakgalbi. And last but not least, the easiest one that I can pronounce, tteokbokki. The next question is, are you a sweet tooth or a spice lover? I'm definitely a little bit of both. I love my sweets, but I love my spice too. I can't even choose one. So I'm gonna say both. Sweet and spicy. What language or languages would you like to learn? And y'all probably already know what I'm gonna say, but it's Korean. Hold up, let me go get the book so y'all can show how serious I am about learning Korean. So I'm gonna show you how serious I am about learning Korean. I got these 2 books off of Amazon, and I have a confession to make, y'all. I got these books, I think back in December, January-ish of December of 2021 or January of 2022. And I have yet to read them. But anyway, these are the 2 books that I got off of Amazon to show you how serious I am about learning Korean. Here's the first one. And it is the Hangul writing workbook. And this is where you can pretty much practice writing in Korean. And what I love about this book, notice it's not sponsored, but what I love about this book is, well, I don't know if y'all could see it the first time, but look, they have different things on here that you can do, like crash course, practice writing the symbols, practice the word writing, and they also have like cool flashcards. And then on the back, you can also practice on the back too, you know, just how to write the letters right here. And then they give you like steps that you can take, how to write it over and over and over again. And then they also have the definition, or how you can, you know, draw it too. So that is so cool. I love this book. I took a glimpse inside of it, but for real, I am most definitely going to be taking this serious. Don't ask me when. Just know that I am going to be taking this serious. And I'm going to put her name up on the screen because she inspires me. I saw some of her YouTube videos of her talking Korean, and I was just astonished because I'm like, if she can do it, I can do it too. And I follow her also on her her YouTube channel. And I will put her YouTube channel up on the screen if you guys would like to follow her channel like I am, because I'm interested in Korean and she speaks it oh so beautifully. She inspires me. And here's the next book that I got. And it's Korean for beginners. I took a glimpse inside of this book, and I love it because it goes by chapters. It goes by chapters, and they also have it in their book as well. As soon as you open up the first page, you know, they have the symbols, and then they also have, you know, the consonants for the letters. And let me get to the first page. Okay, here we go. And then they have right here the table of contents. They have the table of contents right here. And then they also have it listed by chapters. It goes all the way to chapter 27. And they have, you know, like the first chapter is Welcome to Korean characters, reading and pronouncing Korean words. I mean, it just goes on. So if y'all are interested in learning Korean, get this book. And get this book. They will be your best friends.